Well, ahoy and welcome to this week's Burning Wheel, where we play Burning Wheel this week. Okay, let's do bits. Who wants to start?
It's
Trick
me.
question. Abby.
It's always me.
Always you.
Okay, I'm playing Hazel, and I'm also echoing through somebody, but that's okay. Uh, my beliefs are our new friends are up in arms about this Duchess, but are all terrified of confrontation. I must meet her to understand what we are dealing with. Belief number two. The spirit of summer must be claimed by my hand. If I hold the key to their goal, I can ensure they help me first. Belief number three. I seem to be have been misled about my life. If dad did those horrible things, who is mom and are our real parents actually gone? I hear there's a tiny man that knows things. I will get him to spill the beans.
Thank you, Ada.
I forgot the most important part of my beliefs,
Mm-hmm.
but it'll be fine. We have an easy fix. Okay, belief number one, we must get the heat of spring and keep it safe. Perhaps it's time for a quick return to Hochen and away from Krishi. Belief number two, the very last material for this sword is red gems. I will try to find rubies, but perhaps garnets will do in a pinch. Number three, that elven forge must be mine. I will make sure Martine bequeaths it to me and my lineage.
Thank you, Brother Wirt.
The Duchess referred to an antiquated abbey of the faith. I must unearth the location of this hollowed ground. Perhaps or dredge it up. I don't know. It might be underwater. This lotus houses a spirit of summer. We must extract it from Krishi to save the whole valley. And Morrine and Alden are magically indisbeased. Clotho is our only lead to reconstitute them.
Thank you, Ragaire.
There's a lot going on. Underwater underwater abbeys, flaming stones, magic circles, and bone backpacks. I should investigate how all this ties together by going to Stravitz Manor. I should help Hazel regain her memories by casually reintroducing the past. I'm pretty sure Odelia's in there somewhere from before. I don't care about this town, but we need to get the artifact and get out before get out of the fire before we all die. That's it.
Perfect. Okay, what happened last time? Reverse order, Sarah. Give us a sentence.
I made a pact with a dead elf to learn a spell song, and now I have a bone backpack.
Mm-hmm.
I set
Wirt?
some water on fire.
Yes. Very talented.
Mm-hmm. Also stone, but it's less impressive to me.
Yeah. Ada?
I mean, I had a lovely dinner with a lady in a small village.
What
And
was her name?
where I mysteriously learned that all of the men in the village went into the forest and never came back.
Olia.
Mm-hmm. And Hazel.
I went to a fancier dinner party than Ada did and impressed some nobles.
Mine had a lot more love.
Until it
probably
suddenly
fair.
didn't. Okay. Perfect. And Connor, where did we leave off last time?
Brother Wirt being engulfed in flames as he tried to drive a spirit out of a flower.
Yeah. So you all watch, maybe standing a couple steps back,
What is happening?
standing some digital steps back. Um,
John?
My buttons failed me.
John did an oopsie.
Wow, how embarrassing. Okay. You all stand a couple steps back as you watch Brother Wirt and this whole little shrine burst into flames. Brother Wirt, you take a light wound as you are
Oh.
burned. And as quickly as they come on, these flames, like, whoosh back down into this lily. All of the things are still melted. Everything is still hot. Nothing is currently on fire, though. It was sort of like a combustion, and then everything gets sucked back down into this lily. You, I believe, were praying for knowledge, is
I
what
think
that role was.
it was the deliverance of a spirit of summer.
No, you wanted to do the information one, which is why it was
Yeah.
so hard and dangerous.
Yes.
And your dangerous knowledge, besides being burned, is that this is a powerful spirit and it does not want to move.
Can I ask it very kindly? Oh, ungendered spirit anomaly, will you please come with us?
You ask the flower this? The flower flowers.
Damn. Well, I stand up.
Covered
I
in
wipe.
soot.
I wipe off my eyebrows. Um, I think we found a spirit of summer. It wants to stay here. I don't think I can pick it up. That's what I got for you guys. And I just go sit down in the snow and take off some of my
There's no
smoldering
snow.
layers and try and. Oh
Oh,
yes,
there is
there's
no
no snow here.
wow. The one
my
time you want
goodness.
it.
I know. I go and find a cold compress to put on my burns.
Ada shakes her head and just grumbles under her breath. Something about Wirt and faith and flames and never working out. She will get closer to it, but
Mhm.
won't touch it. It is the only unharmed thing in this area, if I
Yes.
remember. Ada picks up a stone from further away and chucks it at it.
Ada, I don't think that's a good.
Just a little stone skipping.
Yeah. Is this? Do you want this to be a
Wanna
check? Are
see
you trying to get information?
Trying to get information. I'm trying to see if it like is flaring up like that as a response
Mm.
to touch or to like movement, harm, whatever.
No, you. I mean, the stone hits the flower, and it sort of like goes under the water a little bit and comes back up, but the shrine doesn't burst into flames.
I'll walk up to Ada. Um, and say, I have an idea that might work. But it'll take some time to do right.
Oh, okay. I mean, well, we need ideas, but could you share with the class?
No, it's one of those ideas where you'll have to close your eyes and shut your ears.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No. A and B, how long would it take?
Uh, s- like an hour would probably be good. Not that long.
Not that long. Well,
If it doesn't go well, will more things be on fire?
I don't know.
if I was a spirit, why would I not want to move?
It's happy here.
We said spirits were demonology wise. I think that's what we learned.
It would fall under the purview of demonology. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it can't be happy here because we need it to be happy elsewhere in Inner Sword. So
I mean, my idea doesn't make it happy. It just negates the bad effects, maybe.
maybe.
Yo, maybe.
Okay. Well, we can try. I think it was evening.
Yeah.
It's like sun was going down.
Mhm.
We could try during the night to make sure we're not interrupted. I don't think anyone who sees this now melted chapel is going to be very happy, though. So I guess that's the question.
Is
Do
it
we do it
like
now or
is
later?
anything? It is burned, but is it damaged, or is it just like I don't know. If it was rock that was burning, is it actually melted, or is it just
It's
like
not
sooty?
melted. It is sooty and it is sort of like deformed, like it's
Okay, okay.
sagging. The stone is sagging a little bit.
Like
There's a
old
simple
glass.
solution to keep people away. I mean, everybody just shut their doors when they saw me and Brother Wirt on the streets. So we just wander around and everybody will stay
That
inside.
sounds like a perfect idea.
That
Why
does
don't
sound
you
like a
two
perfect
go
idea.
wander around while me and Hazel figure this out?
I walk over to Brother Wirt and I'm like, "Upsy daisy, buddy."
Okay, ooh, that one's oozing. Please don't touch it. But yes, let's walk around. Can you also like give me some aloe or
Oh,
a
I only
ditty?
have musical aloe, but
That's
will
great.
that help?
Can
Okay.
I please have some healing in the tune of aloe?
Sure. Of course, you always. Okay. I will. Let's see. This is always a question of what's more helpful, apothecary or lyric of healing.
Are you trying to treat him? Is that what this is?
I don't
Are you
remember the
Song of
rules for
Soothing
being
or are you
hurt.
apothecarying?
Skill of soothing, and then there's a lyric of healing, which is a magic song that I can sing. Skill of soothing is essentially apothecary.
Hmm. For
Whereas
light
lyric
wounds,
of healing gives you extra die to roll for your healing check, I think is the essentially the
yes,
idea.
Connor must recover an ob 2 health test. You can treat him for an ob 2 Song of Soothing or herb apothecary. What bonus do you get? Extra successes count as advantage dice for the injured character's health test.
Do you have a preference, Brother Wirt, of if you have musical aloe that may also give you wonderment or literal aloe?
I mean, I'm fine with wonderment. That's not a problem. The problem is going to be the 2 in my health stat.
Oh,
Yes.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Believe
2
it or
into
not,
2.
I'm
You have
famous
two.
for doing those.
When did you get so unhealthy?
When the last time I got injured, my health score was permanently reduced, I think.
Well,
That's
you did
right.
that
Way, way back.
Yeah.
way back. Okay. So yeah,
And
you
it's
probably do
really
want
hard to get a
treatment.
routine health test, believe it or not, when your health is 2.
Checks out. So yeah, if Sarah gives you extra dice, that would probably help.
Mhm.
And if
Okay.
you fail, you just get the penalty for
Longer. Yeah.
yeah.
So that sounds like a lyric of healing to me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, great. With an ob of
2.
2? It doesn't give obs for this. Ob health of wounded.
Oh yeah.
2.
2. Yeah. Okay, great. Guessed right. I brush off the snow, and as I'm brushing it off, I start singing.
You realize
under my
that's just skin that you're brushing off.
Oh gosh.
but you're so entranced
Mhm.
that you don't even notice, and then your
Wonderment
skin
is actually a
starts
form
to
of
And she puts it back
anesthesia.
on.
anesthesia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that should be there, and she just sticks it back on.
All right, base off 2. Great.
You could sing carefully if you wanted, but
Perfect. So, Connor, that is 1 advantage die on your health
Mhm.
test if you want to go ahead and recover.
You can make all checks carefully, right?
I would say
You can
yes,
heal
but I
carefully.
was gonna look it up.
I don't think you can do this carefully.
Recovery can be done carefully by doubling the time.
Oh, that's
Sure.
great. I love doubling the time. Are the dice? No. Hey, we did it.
Good job.
Thank you,
Hey,
Sarah.
there you go. Routine
Oh.
health
Proud of
test.
you.
Wow, routine health
Oh, it is
test.
routine. Wow.
Does that mean you level up your health?
No, I need 1 more of those.
Oh, well, just go back to the flower and ask for it again.
Oh, no, thank you. So
Okay.
let's see. If successful, the pain immediately fades. Great.
Yes.
Look at that. Oh, wait. Did that include my negative?
No, I don't think your health is
Okay.
affected by.
Okay. Good.
Otherwise, you would never be able to recover anything ever.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Perfect. Okay. That takes some time for you guys to do that, but you successfully do it. And then what? You guys were gonna just wander around town?
Yeah, I feel like we're going to be conspicuous, I
Mm-hmm.
guess.
That's what it sounds like to me.
And anytime instead of this is counter all of Ragaire's natural instincts. So whenever he sees people, he just like walks straight towards them, kind of taking up a lot of space instead of sneaking around and going through windows like, he would so much prefer.
Sure. Okay. Let's call it. Which of you has the lower conspicuous?
Uh, Probably going to be
That's a good
you,
question.
Ragaire, because your whole thing is you blend in.
I have a 3 in conspicuous.
Well, I'm opening conspicuous.
So,
So
It's because I always have to roll to be conspicuous
Mhm.
what is
versus
half of your
stealth.
will then?
3.
Ugh, great.
Not helpful.
Not helpful.
I would say that puts mine lower, right?
Yeah. And we'll call this an ob. 2 conspicuous. And you have help? I had a
Help
group
from
check
Ragaire
somewhere.
also
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
face up 2. Hey,
Nice.
look at that. We're flying through these tests today.
Time to make one that matters.
Mhm.
Perfect. So they toddle off and start wandering around town, keeping all doors shut, giving you guys an amount of time to yourself here in the center of town.
Oh, okay, Ada. I guess since they're gone now, if you want to not keep your eyes closed and your ears closed, I can maybe as you know, you're like from a small town probably, right? That's your deal. You like came from nothing and now you're a blacksmith of some rapport.
Yes, I did come from a small town. Not even a town, really.
So what we're gonna do is a protection ritual.
Okay. Are you're a little young to be like a wise woman or something.
Well,
Where did you learn this?
according to according to the Abbey, I learned this in the last 11 years of my life that were fit into 5 days. So,
Uh, okay. I do. I was just gonna kind of keep a lookout while you did
oh, I
stuff,
mean that's also
but
fine. But I thought maybe you'd want to help because I don't know if you're like I don't know.
I mean, I can help
superstitious
if it's.
or like folklore?
I ain't got no folklore.
But do you like it? You don't have to have it.
Yeah, I mean, I when you grow up with not always enough food every season, not enough firewood, you pray to whatever you can get. And sometimes the spirits of the trees help you more than the big man in the sky.
Perfect. I mean, that's exactly okay. So if you wanna, what I'm gonna do, Logan, is I'm gonna do. Okay, this is a process.
Okay, yeah, it sounds like it. I have no idea what you're doing.
No, I'm gonna. The end goal is to cast Eldritch Shield
Okay,
and use that to protect from the wrath of this flower.
okay. Is that something you
Firstly,
cast on yourself?
yes.
Okay. Firstly,
Firstly, I'd like to do an astrology setup, and Ada can help with that. And then, yeah,
Ow.
I don't know, however you want.
Just be
Oh
magic
my
now. That's fine.
gosh.
Astrology is not magic.
It is not, but I have to find a skill that can help you. And it's not going to be much help.
Alternatively, I mean, you don't have to help. But thematic help is what I'm looking for, at least.
Well, I can help you with orienteering and like orient you towards the stars.
Perfect.
they're up.
Are
They're
we
up, but
okay?
there's
So
specific ones in specific places.
this like altar
Yeah.
situation. There's a little pond and there's like a
Yep.
little building. Is it in a
Mhm.
square? Like a town
Like a
square?
geometric square or a town
Town
square?
square.
Yes.
Okay. So there's space.
Mhm.
Okay. Yes. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go find a stick from somewhere. I'm gonna
Easy.
start
Actually, you
drawing.
have to go a little far because they're all on fire and burnt
That's
close
okay.
by. Yeah.
I'll go find a stick, come back. Start
Yep.
drawing into like the dust of the square. Like symbols and things. And they'll be related to like spirit astrology like we talked about last time. And Ada can help orient them so that they match the orientation of the stars as they are now.
Okay, yeah, sure. You're making an astrology?
Yes, and I'll fork
Okay.
in symbology.
I give you an ob for astrology. I never remember
No,
which one
it's
I
the
do.
same.
Okay.
Linked tests are the same as the base,
Yeah,
so it'll be
linking this.
3.
Okay.
And I'll do it carefully. So I'll have symbology carefully and Ada 3 extra. Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. You have a
I'll
6.
try.
Great.
Abby, that's a me tier roll.
I know it's really
That
bad.
hurts. That really hurts.
And failed link test just make
Make it
the
harder.
ob
Ob
higher.
harder.
Yep.
Okay, so now you're doing casting Eldritch Shield at ob 4.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, does this mean Ada fails on the consequences of this if you fail this because she helped with the link test?
Maybe.
We'll see what it is.
I don't know.
We come back from
I
our
forget how
trip
link
and everyone's
tests.
just burned.
Trying to see if I
Or
have anything
there's a
else.
whole outer god that lives in this town now.
Yeah.
An outer god? What?
He fails this spell and then rolls a 1.
Oh yeah. Oh true, yeah.
Okay, for this, what do I need to do? I need to do it. I'm gonna do it double carefully. And spend one of them on the spell and one of them on the fort.
Okay. I'm not alone. Like, I remember how casting a spell work. I just wait until I see red or green.
Yeah. Nope, I didn't mean to submit that. It's fine though.
Take it.
I wanted to spend a persona on it. I actually did, but I clicked submit double accidentally. Is that okay?
Yeah. Because your ob is 0, so.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like you did it right.
You want me to just do it right?
Sure.
I think yes. Okay. Fine.
Hey. So you
Also,
have
gonna spend a fate to reroll a traitor. If I have one. I do.
You got 2. Both ones.
Perfect.
so you have base 1, and you got 8 over 4, so
Yeah.
that is going to be
4 over.
4 over. So you have a mob, a 5D shield.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So what does that look like?
What does it look like? I don't. Hmm.
Like, what does the whole casting process and final result look like?
So yeah, Ada and I go around and create this circle,
Mm-hmm.
casting circle, and then I'll get Ada to walk away from me. Not you don't have to look away. I just don't want you in the circle to avoid consequences. You'll be safer not there. And then it takes a while to do this double carefully.
Yes.
I should make my fort test before we know if anything actually happens.
Okay. You have 1. You did one of the double carefullies there.
Yeah, I want to spend a. So, one help and a base ob 4.
Well, now I have to look up what happens on a failed fort test, or is that just something that happens?
She gets exhaustion.
It's fine, but I need to not lose it.
What do you mean?
Oh no, me too. I'll lose what?
So
like,
let me
you
explain how
lose fort.
magic works.
Uh-huh.
In order to sustain a spell, you have to have, I think, more fort than the ob of the spell.
Okay. I don't know if that's true.
I think it is true.
Okay.
Let me find it though.
Subtract the margin of failure from your fort. So you are down 2 fort. If
You
your
need to
fort
set
is
out a
reduced to
will
0,
die.
you are rendered unconscious.
Oh, you can't fail a tax test.
What do you mean? She can fail. She just did.
Oh, you can. Yeah, you can fail on the one you're actually casting
Yeah, you
right
can fail
now,
on it, but the
but you
time
can't do it
between
again.
tests, fort tests, is equal to your current fort minus the spell obstacle in hours. So you have to at least have more fort than the spell, or else
Is
you just
that
can't sustain it.
is that currently correct?
What?
Like, is that is you have more than that?
No, which is why I need to not fail that.
Your options are a deed.
Yeah. But I probably will do that. But I have a question about that.
Okay.
Is the ob of the spell 4, or is it still 3 and it was just bumped up to 4?
I think the ob of the spell is 4 for that casting of the spell
Okay.
because of
Uh,
astrology in the link test.
So I should not do link tests in the
Yeah.
future. They're very bad. But I'll try spending a
You
deed.
wanted to be inclusive.
Yeah.
What part of this did you say? Is it no. Where's this like thing that you're interpreting as your fort has to be higher than?
It is.
Let's make sure this is correct before you spend a deed.
What is this? 509? The power still flows through
509.
him. Yeah.
Oh, after sustaining a spell, a sorcerer must retest for tax. Okay. Oh, there. Yep, it's pretty cut and dry. Sure, yes. So your spell or your fort has to stay above 4.
Yeah.
what is your fort?
5. But I get to reroll
Oh.
5 dice if I spend the deed. So hopefully that's enough.
Just remember, you obliterated a whole bale tree, so things could
Magic
go.
is
Things
hard.
could turn.
But she's successfully cast the spell. This is to try and sustain the spell.
Yeah.
Certainly seems like it's testing twice in this one case, but
But doing the link
Well,
test is
deeds break
very
the
bad
rules.
because it makes everything worse forever if you fail.
if you fail.
Yeah. I guess it could make everything better forever.
Yep.
So
That's the that we'll say that.
that's the bonus.
Everything is better forever.
I hope this works. It's gonna be so sad. Right, get 5 dice. 3, 2, 2, 1, 3. Yes.
You just reroll all traders, or you just reroll?
Reroll all
Reroll all
traders.
traders.
Okay. Okay.
And I guess I can, if I get 6s, I can spend a fate to reroll them too.
Don't
think
need
you're
it.
good. I think
Wow.
you're fine. You got a lot of 6s, but I don't think you need them.
I guess that luck exploded,
They re-rolled into
Yeah.
successes because it
Which-
exploded.
Oh,
I didn't need,
I don't think it should.
but it doesn't
have.
matter.
your first
you
2
didn't-
rolls were 6s, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
It's all good. That was
6, 6,
3
4,
Yeah,
get you
successes.
over the
still
hump.
surpass it.
Perfect.
Perfect. Great.
Great.
So you
Okay,
passed-
so this spell probably looks like, I mean, I think it's subtle.
Uh-huh.
But it's like little I guess it's nighttime. So if you have like a blanket that's really staticky, it can look like that.
Mm.
Like just like little sparks every now and then.
Okay.
And it almost goes away. But she starts like she has to talk in some
Mm-hmm.
language that nobody understands to cast her spell. So Ada would see her doing this and then like very emphatically start like fighting something. But then it kind of settles and it seems like it is done.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
it's like, you okay over there? Looks like it went a little rough for a second.
Not rough. Everything's fine. Everything's good. It worked. We're good. Protection ritual complete.
Protection ritual complete. All right, what were we protecting again?
We're protecting me from the fire.
Oh, okay. And we're gonna test that
Yup, right now.
by having you pick up the flower?
Mhm,
That
correct.
seems like a bad idea.
Why is it a bad idea? It's a good idea. Told you it would solve our problem.
I mean,
She's staticky.
rituals and spells are tricky things. They don't always work as well as you'd like.
They always work as well as you like as long as you're successful, which I have been.
Okay. Sure. Well,
You would know. You would know if it went wrong.
yeah. Well, would assume that you would burst into flames the second you touch that flower, probably.
Probably. So I guess we'll see. Come on, Ada. It'll be so fun and it's gonna work and then we can leave.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna tie a rope around your waist. I'm
Okay.
gonna hold it at a distance
Yep.
of like 15 feet.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be in position to yank you back as quickly as possible
Yep.
if I see flames bursting out.
Okay. If that makes you feel better, I'm all for it.
That does make me feel better. Morrine would kill me when she gets back if something happened. Okay, I wrap a little rope around you.
Perfect.
Make a little baby harness.
Ada, I foresee one issue with this rope situation.
What?
Rope's notoriously
Inflammable.
inflammable, especially considering stone and fire.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
This is
Here's-
opposite fire.
I'm gonna be so
Oh,
fast the
yeah.
heat won't have time to burn.
That is
Mm.
potentially possible.
I have good reflexes.
But you shouldn't need to. You won't need to be fast anyway, so it's gonna be totally good. It's gonna be
But
fine.
if I do need to be fast, I'll be so fast.
Okay.
Okay. So Ada will be fast if needed be.
Okay.
Because she
I'm
is,
gonna make
quote,
sure
so
Ada
fast.
is quite far, like as far away as this rope is.
Okay, what if were we saying like 15-foot rope?
I mean, it's probably like 20 foot, but if she's too far away, then it's going to be harder to yank her quickly. We know how far the fire spread the
This
first
is
time.
true.
It should
You
be
guys,
about
you
the
can
same.
just stand there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm gonna go try to yoink this flower out of this pond.
Perfect. You walk back into the shrine. You go to pick up the flower. You pick up the flower, and the whole thing bursts into flames. For
Ada
the
yanks
second
you
time.
back.
Roll a. Roll just a d6, Sean.
Okay.
Yes, do it.
Yes, the rope catches on fire. Just a second though. I need to roll some dice. So, Abby,
Yes.
subtract 3 from your shield.
Okay.
As the fire, you can feel the sparks like sparking and keeping the heat away every time the flame sort of begins to touch you. Ada, you're pulling her out of this.
Yeah.
What do you want to roll? Reflexes?
Wanted
Do
to
you
roll
roll
power.
reflexes? You roll power. Okay.
To
Um,
yoink.
to
With a mighty
yoink.
yoink.
We'll call it 3 yoink.
The Lord yeeteth, and the Lord, the Lord yoinketh
Yoinketh
away.
away.
Oh
Oh,
my
thank
gosh!
God.
I'll spend a fate.
No. I want you to fail, I think. Thank
Well, I
God.
failed.
You got your
so-
wish.
Extra wish.
Perfect. So you go to yoink. You yoink so hard, you actually overestimate how much Hazel weighs, and you yoink way too hard, and the bit of rope that was going to hold is actually on fire and is burning, and you pull too hard, and it just snaps the rope, and you
Oh.
fall back. You can take superficial wound, wounded pride. Yoinking failed.
You
Yoinking
yoinks, but the
failed.
Lord yeeted.
Yeeted you on your ass. Okay. Hazel, you are surrounded by fire, and you begin to hear pull coming from all around you.
Uh-huh.
And you hear a voice say, "What is this tomfoolery you've constructed here? Very impressive." And then you feel like a
Ada is
flick on the
yelling your
side.
name. Like, Hazel, are you in there? Are you
just see
okay?
Hazel standing there, currently unburning.
I can see her unburning. Okay.
Yeah. And with Brother Wirt, the flames like whoosh, and then stuck back in pretty like very quickly. This is going longer than that. So something is different from your perspective compared to when Brother Wirt did it. Besides the fact that Brother Wirt was on fire.
Be it better or worse, it's different.
Mhm.
Okay, what does the spirit say?
It says, "What tomfoolery have you constructed here?"
I just cast a spell because I wanted to come talk to you.
Sorcery. I see. Strong is this thing you have going on. I could give it another flick.
No, I'd prefer if you didn't. Look, we really need your help.
You need my help.
Yeah.
I had your name to the list.
Who else needs your help?
Town needs my help. Who
Town?
then put me here for this town? I can't leave them in their time of need.
They're not in need.
They're in grave need.
No.
Look around. This town. What do you think would happen if I left? They would all freeze and starve.
They wouldn't freeze and starve. There's other towns that are freezing and starving right now. But this town, the lady seems to get food from not you, somewhere else. Some bad place.
Yes, there's a demon amok in this town. Another reason I can't leave.
Why not?
Can't forsake these people to a demon.
The- the-
What kind of guardian would I be if I said, "Oh, I'm getting bored. I'm gonna leave."
I mean, you're not wrong. Tell me more about this demon?
Appeared some time ago.
Okay.
It's been plaguing the town.
Yeah.
Plaguing the town
you-
how?
Are you gonna get rid of it?
No.
So you say you need to protect these people, but you're not actually helping them.
I'm helping them. It'd be much worse if I wasn't here.
I don't know that it would be. You don't
In
know
what
that it
way?
would be. In
I
what way?
know. Yeah.
Maybe these people, without your warmth, would come to realize that they needed each other instead of letting them disappear into the forest and dying.
Oh, they didn't disappear into the forest and
What?
died.
Okay.
I wouldn't let that happen.
Okay, what did happen then?
They all died in the Countess's manor.
Okay, well that seems bad too. I'm gonna be
Yes, but it
honest.
wasn't the forest.
The forest is bad
But the forest is worse than the town.
because it's cold.
Yes.
Yes. See, this makes sense. This is logical.
Mm-hmm.
What we need you for is to fight the biggest cold.
Biggest
Yeah,
cold.
the biggest cold. There's this ice
Mm,
sword that's creating winter forever, and what we want you to do is to basically counteract that. Because really why this town is cold all the time is because of that sword, not because of winter.
I would like you to make a test.
You got it.
What would you like to test? Or would
Um
you like me to tell you what to test?
Rhetoric?
Your base test rhetoric?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. You don't have persuasion, do you?
No. Why would I have
Okay.
that?
I don't know. You seem very persuasive
Pure logic
sometimes.
will convince this spirit.
Okay, yeah, you can use rhetoric.
Yeah. I've been trying to use rhetoric.
Okay. Perception of the victim. Your
What?
rhetoric. It says obstacle. Perception of the
That's
victim.
so interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
That's how you avoid
Ob
wheels.
7.
Huh.
Okay.
I can get you a good test.
I don't need a test that's that good.
Too bad, because you're gonna get it.
What if I cast another spell?
Ooh. I would really like for your shield to go down in this moment.
I feel like you guys are talking and you just hear Brother Wirt and I like we're doing loops. Like we like
Yeah, you guys have done it's they were taking a while to cast this spell, so you guys
Yeah.
have done a couple loops and then suddenly you feel warmth and see brightness coming again from the center of town.
We should go back to that.
What's
Yeah.
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 Logan, can I add what's the spirit's fort? Because that would be my ob on this other spell.
The spirit's fort?
Yeah.
Oh, what is the definition of fort? The strength of your body? Or is that power?
Like, fort is like constitution,
Yeah, fort is like
basically.
Probably like
Does it have a body to be constituted?
it has yes. The flower. Probably like
Wait, did it say versus perception?
no.
No.
Oh, the
It's
ob
It says
like
equals.
persuasion,
obstacle
where the
is the
ob is
whip
just
of the
fort.
Oh, versus would have been so much better.
Yeah, it would have been better. We'll say the spirit's fort is 5. 5.
Um,
Tough choices. Ada started a barbecue next to you. She's pulled out her makeshift forge.
I
She's
mean,
like,
I
this is
have
better
to
than
try
any
it. It's
bellows.
gonna go horribly,
Don't
but
be
okay.
scared of failure.
No, I won't be. So rhetoric is the base,
Yep.
and then I want to fork an ugly truth because I told the spirit that it wasn't actually saving these people because horrible things were happening.
You did do that, yeah.
I want to fork in obscure history because I told the spirit about this sword that nobody knows about.
Or
I'm gonna fork in astrology because I can. And I want to fork in apocalypse wise because winter forever is the spirit's definition of apocalypse.
That's very convincing.
Okay. Roll astrology. Separate.
Controversial. Hazel's knowledge of events is entirely secondhand.
Huh?
I would say that her knowledge is as good as it is because she has been persuaded by the party that these things are true. Can I help with persuasion?
Absolutely not.
You really
Look,
thought about that one. Thought ahead.
What you could
I
do,
was-
let me make another argument for you, Connor. What you could do is see this bonfire in the center of town and pray for me.
Oh yeah, I can do that for sure. Oh dear lady, please save her from this fire.
I don't know what the
and
best thing you can get me is, but it's
almost
probably more
certainly
dice.
open-ended.
No, because I can just open end it myself with fate if you give me more dice.
What? No.
That's
Fate
what-
lets you reroll 1/6.
No, it lets you re-roll
All
sixes.
sixes. Yeah, you open
Which is the
end
same.
your test.
That is open-ending it.
So extra dice is better.
Yeah, but
if I
open
have fate
ending
to
lets you
spend.
use one fate to reroll a traitor, which is equivalent to getting an
Oh,
extra
you're not
dice.
wrong. It is the same.
And they
Yeah.
cost the exact same to cast.
Well, that's kind of stupid.
of. We've been over this many times
We would like
before,
to
actually.
register a complaint.
What are they?
Aid is plus 1d to a stat skill, whatever. Boon is open-ended. Blessing is
Oh, boon is ob 2,
Oh.
blessings ob 3.
yeah. I mean, boon is I think the way to go.
Yeah,
It's
ob.
easier and open-ended. It's probably,
It's ob
in
1.
my opinion, better. Oh. Hope I don't fuck it up.
Kind of, if you get 0 success on this fate
Shush,
test.
shush, 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 shush. Shut up.
You got this.
Man, I could have gotten you a blessing. Oh,
That's okay. This still isn't gonna work. Okay. This spirit is just sucking all the Artha out of me.
You still have so much.
Can I spend a fate to re-roll a traitor there?
Yeah.
Why?
Great. Because I want to spend fate so I can.
Oh,
Well, I did it.
Well. Yeah, you rolling?
yeah. I'm trying to decide how many persona to spend. I guess all of them. Why not?
Wow. Wow. Okay. Not casting any more spells ever.
I feel like we're running, like we started fast walking, and then you started praying, and then I started running.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So what are you all? How many dice is this?
3, 6, 9 plus astrology
Okay, so roll astrology.
against 7.
On God, I would
We're still
probably double that with a
Do-
deed point,
I don't
too.
have a deed point.
Do
But you
all
can
of
do it.
astrology.
It might
first.
happen.
Do astrology first? It's just
Yeah,
one
do
die.
all of. Yeah, but it goes
Yeah, but
in
it
both
can
directions.
go backwards.
Success.
Okay. So then we'll just keep that in mind as you now roll the rest of the dice.
That's so bad.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That was not good.
No.
So that was 4, 7. For your challenging rhetoric,
Yeah. super challenging. I guess I can spend a fate to reroll a traitor, so that could go great.
Good.
You're doing that.
Oh, actually, they're raining up.
Oh.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
So the final tally is 4-7. Correct?
Can I?
You cannot use Redwise.
I don't have roadwise. Can I use my call-on trait, Amnesiac, to pull out knowledge about the Duchess that I remember from being small? Because the Duchess was who made Lucas leave, and I probably heard a lot about how bad she was and how. I mean, we know she has this sword.
Yeah, I don't think it's super relevant to the guy. He doesn't actually care, the spirit. So I'll say probably not this time.
But she's the one that's making it Eternal Winter actively. And if he cares about this demon, and the demon is threatening everybody, she's threatening everybody way more.
You're not wrong, but I don't feel like Amnesiac is a very good fit, so we're gonna
Okay.
say no. But your consequence for this spirit, we'll say
I burned my brats.
the spirit. So you say, what was the last thing you said? You were like, you need to go do this because all of these reasons.
Yeah.
And the spirit says, that does sound fun. I've always wanted to be a sword.
Yeah.
But as I said, I can't leave until that demon is gone.
But you will leave once the demon's gone.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
Who hasn't wanted to be a sword?
While I have you here, can you turn off your fire if we're gonna like talk about killing this demon? Is that possible?
No.
It's not possible.
No, but you can come back when it's done.
And then we can talk.
And then all the fire shoots back down into this lily.
Okay, perfect.
Ada, your brats get sucked onto the ground. Now they have ash on
I'm
them.
imagining they got sucked into the lotus as an offering to the summer
The fire
deity.
comes back and says, actually, I'm vegan, and then throws them at you and then goes back into the fire.
That hasn't been invented yet, so get out of here.
Hasn't been invented yet.
Ada!
About
He's
this
not here
time-
to invent veganism, so it's not invented.
Yeah. About this time, these two sprint back into the thing, but you have time with Ada before they get here.
Ada!
Give
It
her a couple
worked!
moments.
Look,
It
I'm not
worked.
burnt. I told you it would work. Anyway, the spirit is really nice. Definitely wants to be a sword. Just needs us to kill a demon that's here first.
Oh my god. A demon?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know.
Who?
I don't know, but what I do know is that
What are we? We need to hire ourselves out as demon slayers. I feel like that's all we're doing these days.
what I do know is that Brother Wirt killed that tree demon, so we can definitely kill another demon.
Brother Wirt's competence varies wildly often towards the not so competent. So I think something else was happening during that moment, maybe, but we can talk about it later.
No, I mean,
And
Ada,
Ada
let me
pats you on the back.
let me tell you, Ada, you're right. Brother Wirt could never do something so cool. It was me.
Oh, wow.
I know,
Well,
you
yeah.
had no idea.
Congrats. Congratulate. No idea it seemed impossible. It's definitely unusual, but
Well, actually, it was me and Ash, but you know, I did most
and
of it.
Ash. Oh, yes, I'm sure you did most of it. Ash, he's just a kid.
I mean, Yeah. Can he really be trusted to do sorcery, right? Not really.
I'm sure he can't. Speaking of the devil,
Demon.
these two layabouts.
Layabouts.
Conspicuously walk back into the center of town.
Mhm.
You hear doors slamming in the distance. People are opening them just to close them.
What happened? We saw
Do we
fire.
look? Is it actively a flaming?
No, I think you guys arrived as the fire whooshes back down in.
Is everybody okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. No thanks to y'all. So we'll just
Well, that felt very pointed.
I mean, all we're
Did
saying
we
is
miss
that
something?
we were able
I
to touch
mean-
the flower and talk to the flower, and you weren't.
What did
I'm
the flowers
proud
say?
of your adept skill and ability to overcome new circumstances.
Thank you, Wirt. I don't need to be patronized by you, but I appreciate it. Ragaire,
But
what
did you
did
get
you
the
want to know?
flower? Did you
No,
get
I
the
haven't
flower?
gotten the flower. We need to kill a demon, which Ada and I are going to go do now.
Yeah. Shouldn't be too
Okay,
hard.
well the flower said that we should kill the demon. Okay, that's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe that.
You should.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
told you.
Where's the Yeah, I don't care what you said. I care about what the flower said.
Ragaire, I think Hazel has more important things to say right now than what you do. So
Questionable.
Ragaire, I think we're not welcome here. Perhaps we should go on a little walk.
I think they've been infected by this town.
Something has clearly happened and I don't like it. We need to leave and formulate a strategy.
I
Love
mean,
it,
y'all
okay,
are
we
welcome
just-
to leave.
We just gotta kill a demon.
Yeah.
The flower asked you to.
Where's this demon? Well, we'll find out, I'm sure.
Well, what the flower told me, I think this is important information. What the flower told me is that all of the men died in the Countess's house. So there must be demon related things happening there. Also, that's pretty concerning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did they deserve it? Maybe. But that's beside the point.
They should have known better, really.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this demon's Ragaire is like, okay. You guys are real trustworthy right now. Believe yes. Let's go to there.
Perfect. I don't know. Ragaire, you weren't welcome before. You probably won't be still.
That's never been a problem for me.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll keep a low profile. Brother Wirt.
Okay, let's go.
So wait, what is happening?
I just wanted Brother Wirt to
Okay.
get close to me.
Okay.
Mhm.
Stealth squad.
Do you want a sidebar with Brother Wirt?
Yes.
Or you just want okay.
I do. I want him close to me, because we gotta stick
Ada will
together.
start walking towards the
Yeah,
manor.
same.
And I'm gonna be
Okay.
like, I feel like the cuckoo banana brains has slowly infected our fellow party members, so just we should probably stick together.
I wholeheartedly agree. We should stick together. Let's give them some time to figure out whatever it is that's going on and sort themselves out. And we'll talk to them when they're more amenable to being spoken to.
And I guess we're just following behind them
At a distance.
at a distance.
Okay, so you're headed to the Countess's manor.
Hmm.
Okay, you get there. It looks like it did. There's not a party happening. Everyone had departed, but there's still like some light coming from the window, so it doesn't look like the whole house is asleep.
Ada looks at Hazel and she says, "You left a pretty good impression on the Countess, correct?"
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the night, I asked her where all the men went, and she didn't really want to tell me. Not that I blame her, now that I know the answer. But yeah, they were very like, "Oh my gosh, you're a noble. That's so impressive."
Mm, mm. Uh, That's news to me, I guess. But
What?
you being a noble?
It shouldn't be if you knew my parents.
Oh, okay. So they really are your parents now?
That's what I'm going with until I learn otherwise.
Either she grew up in a palace, or her parents are known nobles. Those are the two options.
Growing up in a palace does not make you a noble, that's for sure.
If it's your dad's palace.
Still not necessarily true.
Well, it's true for me, Ada.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can get a room for the night. And then we can see if we can find some
That's a
things
good
out.
idea. Or alternatively, we could blackmail her into telling us where the demon is. But I mean, that's like another option.
Blackmail? What blackmail do we have?
That she murdered all of the men and she's lying to everybody.
Hazel. She could be the demon.
You're right.
Oh, you have been hanging around Ragaire and Wirt for too long. You gotta think these things
Oh,
through.
shit. I've been thinking like a simple-minded man.
Exactly. Okay. And we
Don't
know
let it get to you, buddy.
the Countess will be more than willing to give a place to stay. She has more than enough room for us.
Yeah.
There's no reason she would turn us away.
I just can't talk, so you'll have to do it.
I will talk. Okay, Ada knocks on the door rather loudly.
Okay.
Bang, bang, bang.
Opens up. You see the you know her as Dana, the
Yeah.
groundskeeper. She's this old woman that like manhandled and threw Ragaire out.
Yep.
She's, I don't. She has not met you, Ada, but you probably saw her at the door earlier, so that's how you recognize her. But she's like, "Oh, oh, what was your name again? Hazel. You're back
Yes, and
without that one.
I brought my friend Ada, and we have no
Ah,
men with us because we've gotten rid of them.
are you two just like standing at the end of the drive?
I feel like
Out of sight.
out of sight. Yeah, I
Right?
feel
Yeah.
like we're not trying. We're trying not to be seen.
Okay. It's like, oh, I'm. That's good. That's good.
It is
Um,
good.
We
what can I do for you?
hate to impose, madam, but as two new travelers to the area, we realize that we have no place to stay for the night. And if we could just sleep by your fireplace or impose in any sort of way.
Oh, nonsense. A noble like Hazel here should get a fine, and I will make sure your maid is put into a quarters.
Oh, thank you, Dana. Thank you.
Come in, come in.
She is in my care, that's for sure.
She looks back out the window or out the door before she shuts it, and then latches it. Like, oh, so, I can take you to. I can get some rooms prepared. You can sit here. Uh, would you want any like mead or tea or anything?
Tea would be nice.
You
I
take
will
that
refrain,
with
of
or without
course.
honey.
With?
Okay, okay.
She
Actually,
prefers live bees as
and
a.
I do not. That is, my maid is tricking you. That is not what I
Ugh.
prefer.
It's just a
Um,
little joke between
Young
us.
lady,
so-
my wit's still with me. You can't fool me. I'll get your tea for you, though. And she goes and she leaves you like in the sort of the sitting room as she goes to. You hear her sort of like humming and working.
She's the demon.
Ada, you can't talk about bees. I've decided it's traumatic for me.
Okay. I'm glad you consciously made this decision.
Yes.
I'll be more careful.
Stop.
It doesn't seem to be very traumatic.
It's. I'm trying to make it traumatic because my parents were turned into bees, Ada.
Okay. Yes, we'll talk to Wirt. I think it was traumatic to him.
Okay.
Ooh, she comes back in. She gives you some tea. She's like, "I'll get your rooms made for you." She turns and she goes upstairs, and you hear her sort of humming and working.
Ada, what's the plan? Are we just gonna like get in this room and then sneak around and see where the like
Plan
dead body
is-
basement is?
Yeah. Yes. The plan is sneak around
Okay,
and see what we can find.
sounds good. We're not letting Ragaire in, right? Like he.
Well, we can't. I mean, no, we're not going to ask Ragaire. No, obviously not. We should be fine.
Okay, she's getting it ready. Outside, what are you guys doing?
I think we'll probably need to buckle in for the long haul, right? We need to find
Um,
ourselves some kind of shelter that's amenable to Y chromosomes.
You don't know what kind
An
of chromosomes
igloo.
elves have, that's for sure.
It's true. Um, uh, yeah, I feel like we'll let them take a first stab at it and
Mhm.
just like observe. I do want to like make an observation roll from like our little inconspicuous shelter and see if we notice anything going on.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, go ahead and we'll say, what are you looking for? Just anything suspicious or anything in particular?
what is illegal here? No. Um,
Ben,
yeah, I want to see something nefarious. I want to try and observe nefarious. And we've had some experience with demons in the past, so
Mhm.
like drawing upon that, any kind of thing that leads me to see signs of like the demonic
Okay.
influence.
I would like to help with noble wise, knowing how noble estates are laid out, knowing, oh, well, maybe if you were to hide a demon cellar, you would put it over there, or that parapet sure looks weird. Why do they have a flaming pentagram on it? Kind of things. Noble wise,
That's not usually how the crest of a noble family.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. You can help. That makes sense. Sounds like you're looking for pretty specific things that they wouldn't just leave lying around. So we'll make it ob 4, a little more challenging than just
Sure.
general observation.
Okay. Great. With one help.
Mhm.
Great. Observation. Uh, just for fun. I think we're camping out on the road. I haven't made an obscene roadwise bid in a long time.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
And I'm also looking at the tracks of who came and went on this road. Roadwise? Can I fork in roads? Or
Mm,
tracking?
I will give you roadwise for one particular reason that I'm not going to tell you yet, and then I will share with you later.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I'm glad I
that's
went
a
for the
tasty
blatant.
roadwise.
I'm glad I went for the blatant roadwise. Like, I
All
don't know
roads
why.
lead to demons.
I just feel like
It's
I
so
should
true.
draw upon my knowledge of roads. Okay, and you said base op 4.
Mhm.
Let's do it.
Could we roll that 6?
You got a
Mhm.
6.
I'm
Mhm.
gonna re-roll it. Wait. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. So you guys are like circling around this estate. Brother Wirt's like, okay, well, they should have like a cellar, that you're gonna have a servant's quarter, like a door not in the back, and you guys are going sort of around this place. Everything looks oddly normal compared to everything else that you have encountered in this entire valley. Like nothing looks decrepit, nothing looks dilapidated. It looks like a functional noble's manor. Nothing visually is out of place at all. However, your elf ears are quite sensitive. And as you guys are just sort of circling, you hear just like a faint, like woman's scream. And it sounds like it's coming from the ground.
Mhm.
I hear what you're saying, Brother Wirt. Everything's normal, no pentagrams or anything like that. Think the demon is not visual. I'm not sure. This has never happened to me before,
It's
but
an auditory demon.
someone, I don't know why, is screaming from the ground. This
Hmm.
sounds crazy. I know.
I don't think it sounds crazy, and my first instinct, knowing that there are demons about, is, well, we should probably help that person. But I worry about the social implications of imposing our outsider's perspective on this scenario. So maybe we should just let whoever it is die.
I don't
Presumably.
know. Can I tell if this is like a supernatural? I mean, other than the fact that I can hear it and somebody can scream. Is it okay? Is it the sound of a normal woman screaming and we're nearby and I can hear that's why I can hear it? Or is it like a supernatural radio frequency that is just emanating from the ground?
Cosmic background screaming.
Yeah. Is it the resonance of the earth?
It's hard to tell. It doesn't sound like you're nearby and they're screaming. Like it's not like, oh, they're just over yonder.
If I
Um,
move back and forth, does it
you
change?
only heard it the one time.
Okay, so it's like a blip.
Hmm.
It's not a constant hum.
Yeah, and it was like you could not even be like, ah, like normally when you hear sound, you can be like, it was coming sort of like from that direction. This one, you were just like, down? Question mark? But you couldn't be like down over there, like down pretty far away. It was just like down. It
Got it.
sounded muffled, which is sort of why you think it was coming from the ground.
Helpful.
So a little column A, a little column B.
Okay. Um, yeah, brother, you're probably right. We
Oh,
should get more
we can
information.
investigate for corpses in the morning.
The girls got it.
Mhm.
We're just here for backup.
We'll make a note and go back to watching the road, I guess.
Down is
Perfect.
bad.
Down bad.
Okay, back inside. Dana comes back down. She's like, "Oh, well, I've got your quarters ready now. My lady, they're upstairs. I got one of our finer comforters out for you because it's not cold, but it's just chilly as far as this time's concerned. And I put a cot there for your maid as well.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you.
Hmm. Anything else I could get?
Did
We
she
still
give
have
me
some sweets left.
sweets? I mean, I can't say no to sweets. Did she give me tea as well?
Yeah, she gave you
Okay,
the tea.
perfect.
It had too much honey. She was
No
like,
such thing.
okay. He's like, well, we have some croissant. We have a rum cake left over. We have some chocolate cookies that are just berries. Heaven.
Well, the chocolate cookies sound nice. I tire though. Could I get them on a plate and take them up to the room?
No, yes. Sure. Yeah, yeah. I'll get them right away. She heads back down to the kitchen.
Ada will go to the kitchen with her follow and be
Mhm.
like, I'll take the tray up so you don't have to bother yourself. I just we understand we're calling late at night and we would hate to disturb the Countess. Is she resting at the moment?
She is resting.
Oh,
She might
perfect.
see Our Lady in the morning, but here. And she hands
Understandably.
you the tray. She's like, try not to dent it. And I know how many spoons there are. I don't take any.
I would never, madam.
Nighty night.
Ada takes the tray and she steals the spoon. Nighty night.
Okay. So as you guys go up to your rooms, we will take a break and sort of let you guys figure out what you're going to do, what approaches you're going to take, and then we'll be back in 10 minutes for nighty night.
Perfect.
And we are back, and we're going to bed. Okay,
99, we are
so
not going to bed.
99. Not so much.
okay, well, what are you guys doing instead?
We're gonna sneaky sneak.
Yep.
Go upstairs.
Are you
Get into
sneaky?
the. Um, it's kind of.
Are you sneaky? I remember you being not
Not
sneaky.
sneaky.
No one said we
Okay.
had to be good at this job, but that we're still
Yeah.
gonna do it.
my
Or we can
God.
take a different route, but
But okay, so
you'll have to
what?
come up with it.
I guess can you explain what we've seen of the house so far?
Like floor plan?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the first floor, there's like the little sitting room that you guys were in. There's like a rather large dining room. Maybe probably like a lounge, like where you can like I don't know host people. And a kitchen. And there's probably like stairs up that then there's a bedroom, a couple bedrooms. This is probably where the servants' quarters are. Um, and then there are more stairs that go up to a third floor, which is from the outside you can tell the third floor is smaller than the other two. But you haven't been up there.
So
You
we're
don't know what's
on
up
the
there.
second floor. That's where our bedroom.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And it seems likely that the Countess is on the third floor.
I do think
There
that
does
is.
not seem to be like a master bedroom on the second floor, so
Okay. Perfect.
Have we seen any stairs down?
not yet. Okay, are you guys like immediately sneaking around, or are you going into your room?
Going into the room.
No, we're going into the
Yeah.
room.
Okay, you go into your room. You do hear footsteps out in the hallway outside, and you hear humming
Is there a
of
door that
Dana.
shuts?
Yeah, would I recognize these as the shuffle of an older woman?
And who you recognize Dana's hum. Yeah, I mean, yeah, your bedroom has a door that shuts. That is shut
Does
currently.
she open a door and shut? Like, is she going to
Oh,
bed?
no, you don't hear one.
Okay. Okay, Ada, come sit on this bed with me and eat some cookies while we brainstorm.
Okay. I think I'll refrain from the sweets.
Don't want cookies?
I don't
ate
trust
here.
where this food comes from.
I ate here. Can't make cookies out of dead bodies. That's what I know to be fact.
There are no fingernails in these cookies.
Magic works in strange ways. Also, I'm still scarred from the pile of rotting food in Yuzan.
That's fair. I did eat here earlier, and I'm totally fine. So
Questionable.
Also, I think I was drugged the last time I had tea, so I don't think
No.
I want
we're drugged.
actually any beverages.
Who would
Yeah,
drug you?
Yeah, who would drug you? That's crazy.
who would drug me? Do we want to place the blame on the originator or the perpetrator? Because there's a difference.
Okay.
Both theoretically have been punished
So
for their
Ada,
deeds.
what I think should happen. Here's what I think should happen.
Okay. Lay
I
it on
think
me.
we should wait like 45 minutes, and then you should go pretending to like if somebody runs into you, you can say that I needed something. But you can sneak
Obviously.
around, look for a door downstairs. Find it, you come get me, and then I'll come. But I don't know that I don't really have an excuse for wandering around.
Well, I mean, you could just say you're restless and we're having trouble sleeping to be
I could
downstairs.
say that. I don't know if you know this
Where's the
about me,
powder
but
room?
I'm, a really great liar.
You are a great liar. I have just remembered this fact. Okay, that's fine. I can do a little bit of scouting around in the beginning.
If
Probably
you, I mean, if you
best.
need anything, you can just like scream and I'll come get you.
Oh yeah, screaming is usually my go-to when things start going real
I
bad.
mean,
Yelling, I prefer to
if
say
it's
yelling.
really bad, yes. I think a
Okay.
scream carries better than a yell. It's
Oh, you haven't experienced the full power of my voice, Hazel. These lungs are like bellows. They carry. I was part of a theater troupe for a little while, actually, if you
really.
would believe that.
What part did you do?
Oh, all sorts of stuff. You know, singing,
Bellowed?
acting, bellowed, worked the bellows, did a little crafting. Yeah, I mended some costumes. So it was quite the handy woman. Anyways, I'll head downstairs and see what I can find. Uh, the trouble will come about if the good stuff is on the third floor.
That I think is also manageable. Maybe not tonight, but
Okay. Down I go.
Okay. Are you just wandering or are you trying to be sneaky?
I'm trying to be sneaky.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealthy. We will say that is going to be a versus.
Okay. I'll roll stealthy.
Well,
I'm gonna do it carefully.
okay.
Can I fork in inconspicuous?
Sure. And then get to the very end, but don't actually roll because then I'll roll and that'll set you off.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other singing. Does singing help with with stealthy?
I think it works counter.
Ooh, can I fork in carpentry? I've been paying attention to the
mm,
floorboards and which are
that's
squeaky and
pretty
which are
cool.
not.
Yes.
Been like, ugh, I could have made it better. Okay, anything else? Good. No, I think that's it.
So she is going to roll. We'll save as many.
Ooh.
Jesus.
The good thing she doesn't have any fate.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna spend an Artha. Oh.
That was
Oh,
Oh.
that was good.
Oh.
do
Fuck,
it,
I
do it.
forgot about that dumb.
Oh, you felt it.
That's really dumb.
I would have shaken that off if
We
I
definitely
remembered.
rested up here.
Someone didn't remember though. That's fine. You are downstairs. So
And you can
what do
still
you?
re-roll that 6.
Yeah.
No, I can't win. Because
Oh, you have to
aggressors lose a tie unless it was like a double six, like a
a 6 and a
6 into a
whatever.
6. I mean, I can try.
You can try.
You have a call on?
Ruminating
What's
up.
your call on?
I do have call-ons, but they're not good for this, I don't believe. They have to do with other stuff. Did I utilize mathematics or measurements? Not really.
Well, that's very specific.
Yeah.
Well, it's good for
Hey, that
almost all crafting.
I would say
Yeah.
that sneaking around requires some knowledge of measurements. Okay, it's 20 feet away. I can move 5 feet per second. I can go now, and I'm gonna duck around them while they're sneezing or whatever. I think that's legitimate.
That's fair. It's not. Okay. Roll your fate.
Ooh,
Ugh, so
so
annoying.
close.
Perfect. Okay. So you're downstairs. Where are you looking downstairs?
I'm just looking around for any hidden things, looking for cellar doors, looking for I don't know, yeah, where the wine cellar is or the access point to the actual larder, things like that, as well
So yeah,
as anything unusual.
yeah. We'll say you're in the dining room and you start to hear the humming coming from behind you. So you're like, "Oop," and then you like go a little forward and you like go around into the like lounge and you still hearing it. You can hear it coming from the dining room down. You're like, okay, okay, I gotta go ahead. And you like turn the corner into the kitchen and Dana's just sitting right there. She's like face to face. She's like, oh, did you need something? Is our lady hungry?
Yes,
I thought
actually,
I set up enough
no,
sweets, but
you did. Unfortunately,
mm,
Our Lady requires. She's such a well read woman, thanks to the work of myself, that she requires a bedtime story,
and
basically.
you didn't bring any?
I did, but she's grown tired. We've been traveling for so long. I've gone through all of my books that I brought with us. I was wondering, is there a library? Is there some sort of literature I can borrow to read
Well,
to her?
there's some books here, and she like grabs you, and now you are feeling the forceful arm of this woman that Ragaire had felt earlier. She leads you backwards into the lounge, and she like picks up. I don't. There's like maybe a bookshelf with some reading material, and she's like, "Well, here we have the finest collection of books that you could read to the lady.
Oh,
This one." And she like pulls out this giant ass tome, and she like and she shoves it into your chest. And she says, "That's just a light read for the night."
perfect. This actually looks like one of the smaller books my lady has read,
Hmm.
but I'm sure it will suffice. Ada will scurry on back.
Back up to the room.
Yeah, probably.
Um,
Yes.
okay. After you get inside the room, maybe like 5 seconds later, there's like a knock on the door.
Yes, please come in.
Oh, I just wanted to check on you. I wanted to make sure you got your book. This one, I picked out a really good reading for you. Um, do you need anything else? I would hate for you to have needs on it.
You know, I don't have needs right now, but I'll let you know. Is your room down the hall? Where can I find you if I do need?
Oh, she pulls out a bell. She's like, "You can just ring this, and I'll know you need my help."
Perfect. Thank you so
Mm-hmm.
much.
Mm-hmm. And then she's, "Have a good night," and she closes the door, and then you hear a lock on the door.
Have
Locks mean nothing to me.
outside locking bedroom doors. Sus.
This chateau
Prison
is not
now.
up to fire code. Yeah, it's a problem.
You have a lock on the inside, but there's also a lock on
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
outside. Okay, so you guys are now locked into this bedroom. Outside, it's been a bit, maybe like an hour or so. You have seen like the lights are sort of going off. There's one bedroom light that's still on the second floor. Maybe you've seen like Hazel walk in front of it from outside, so you know she's in that room.
And do they know? I mean, I'm assuming they know that we're waiting outside.
We know you're not in
We
here.
assume you're not in here.
Yeah.
Okay, great, great, wonderful.
You love that?
are there any? Are there any lights on the third floor?
The third floor is dark. At this point, sort of the last light on is Hazel's.
Hazel. Well, it looks pretty safe for the night. They look like they're doing fine. I'm sure we can just wait out here.
I'm here with you for that then.
So outside the house, there's the front door. There are the servants. So if you remember, this house is like built into the side of like the cliffs, and then the house comes up off the top, and then it's like right next to a waterfall. Um, and so there's like a little, I don't know, dock, like so an area at the waterfront, as well. And it looks like there are wagon tracks there, like pretty. You can tell that wagons come to the back of the house with some regularity. Um, um,
From the waterfront.
from the town, the wagons look like they're coming from town to the back of the house, which just happens to be by the water,
Okay. Okay. Got it.
and
Got
then
it. Got it.
leaving. Um, and yeah, and then there's like the servant quarters, and then there's probably like a maybe like another door that goes into the like the very back of the house. Or not servants' quarters, like a servant's entry side door.
While we were watching, we saw, I'm assuming we saw Santa walking around the house. Did we see where she went after she left Hazel and Ada that last time? Does she have like a
No.
candle? She's not
Oh,
carrying a candle and like walking to her bedroom, or like, or
she is probably carrying a candle and walking to her bedroom. You did not. I get. You can make a check to see if you did see where she went.
okay. Yeah, I would like to make a check to
Okay,
just keep
we'll
track
call
of.
that perception. We'll say four perception. Up three perception.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah. So you saw her go into one of her rooms, or one of the rooms,
Hmm.
and seems to have stayed there.
No light has left, I guess.
No, the she didn't leave the light on in the room she went into, but you didn't then see that light leave.
And what floor was that?
It is the room right next to them.
Okay, good. I never liked her any.
Anything else you guys want to do outside?
Wirt is distinctly uncomfortable with all of the sneaking around and is deferring very heavily to Ragaire's lead here.
Yeah. And Ragaire is going to wait for instructions from girls inside the house.
Okay, well, we'll
So
hop back to the girls inside the house. Inside the room inside the house.
Okay, Ada.
Inside the room, inside the
We
house.
either.
Ada's gonna rest for 10 minutes.
I'm gonna talk at you as you rest. Okay, Ada. We either wait until the morning and then try investigate further, or I ring this shitty little bell and she comes to the door and I get rid of her.
You get rid of her?
Uh-huh.
In what way?
I can touch her real bad.
The bad touch? I mean,
Real bad
I
touch.
could probably get rid of her,
Yeah, we could both get rid of her, and then it would be
but we don't
guaranteed.
need bodies.
We need correct. We need a lack of bodies walking around.
Yes. But also, we're not trying to make more corpses than necessary. We don't know if she's evil. She's just
Ada,
an
have
annoying
you
old woman.
seen how she is? You told her that I needed some reading, and she gave you this monstrosity of a book. I can't even read.
You can't read?
No.
Oh, well, sit down. A woman needs to know how to
From
read.
from
What are
outside,
men
you
gonna
hear
do?
Ragaire
Read for
say,
you? No.
"I have every faith in them."
And I've never tried to touch somebody like this before.
Does that mean you should do it?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Why not?
Because once again, we're not trying to kill anyone
They've
unnecessarily.
killed so many people.
The demon has killed so many people.
Yeah.
We don't know who else is involved, and we don't know how the demon is
Ada,
mind controlling people, maybe.
think about it. She could be.
She could be the demon. You're not wrong. But we don't have any proof. Anyone could be the
Okay,
demon
so
other than maybe us four.
what's your plan?
My plan is either you ring the bell and distract her while I go do something
I can't. I
else.
don't think I can distract. I can only.
Okay.
How are you
The
gonna get
other
out if I'm
option,
distracting her?
she has to open the door to get
Yeah.
in.
Okay. Then what? You're just like do 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 do.
Then I make an excuse that I need to go empty the chamber pot outside. And it's as good as done. And it's going to take a long time.
A big chamber pot. My lady had a lot of sweets.
Yeah. And a lot of tea.
Okay. Or
The last and absolutely last resort is we see if Ragaire and Wirt can find anything outside.
we're not gonna find anything outside, and even if there was something to find outside, they wouldn't find it.
Exactly. That's why I said it was last resort.
I mean, I don't even know if it even counts as a resort.
Well, they're there, so they might as well work and do
I
something.
guess that's true. Okay, well, I'll I guess try to tell them to do something. Is the window open?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna open the window and look down and
Mhm.
see if I can find them.
You all see her open the window
I
and
think
look
when she
down.
opens the window, Ragaire will pop out and approach.
On the second floor. That's not that far.
No. Like 10 feet.
I'm gonna hush conversation. Ragaire.
Yeah.
We totally have it in here, but we're not outside and you're outside. So if
Yeah.
you look around and see if you see any entrances that we don't know about. Try your best, I guess.
Yeah, I'll try and see if I can do that. Down is bad. We already looked around.
Oh, try to find
But
some way down then.
I'm not sure about that, but I mean, pretty sure.
Yeah, if down is bad, demon is bad. Down is demon.
Okay. So door down is what you want
Yeah.
me. Okay. Okay. All right.
If you can find it, I'll be really impressed. So try
Well,
really hard.
I I'll let you know. Oh, what's her name is right next door.
Okay.
Fuck.
Ragaire, how do you feel about killing women? Is it okay or not okay?
Um, Generally inadvisable. I'm not very reliable.
Not very reliable. Okay. Fine.
I think you'd better kill her.
I better kill
Yeah.
her? Okay. I mean,
All
that's
right,
what I've
I'll,
been
I'll
Ragaire,
handle
killing.
looking for
can.
down.
We're not
You
trying to
handle
kill
killing.
people.
We're not.
I know it's hard for you to understand that, but we're not killing unless absolutely necessary.
Who are you talking to right now?
Ragaire.
I thought you could have been talking to Hazel. Ah,
This shout
okay.
whispering happening from the second floor down to the first.
Well, whatever you guys decide is good.
Yeah, we know.
Okay. That's why we asked for you to try and find something down there.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But Hazel asked me how I felt about killing, and then that's when I said it's better if y'all do it.
It's better. You said it's better if I do it.
Well, I was talking to you. I didn't know that. I didn't know. I thought Ada was resting.
Your Honor, she said it's better if I do it.
Sure. Yeah. Brother Wirt is out there, and we're just gonna try to find a door down.
Okay, I mean, don't let him like fall down the door down, and that's the way you find it. I would hate for
I'll
him to
try
like
not to.
break a leg and be more.
Can't make any promises.
That's fine. The same goes for you too, Ragaire. No breaking of legs. Yours or others. Unless
Got
it's
it.
dire self-defense.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. I'll work on that down thing. You guys, you're fine up there. You don't need.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck killing. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay. Perfect. I imagine Brother Wirt was just standing behind you that whole time.
Just inconspicuously listening, taking furious notes.
Brother Wirt. Okay, we gotta find a door down.
A door down.
Yeah, I mean the screaming lady was there, and the girls think it's a good idea if we find her.
Yeah. Okay. So now that we've been given permission, we should
Mhm.
search for a cellar, or I would say, if I were a bad guy, I would hide a trapdoor in the stables under a pile of hay.
Specific.
That is a little too specific, isn't it? That's probably not what it is, but something along those lines, right? Something that you wouldn't expect to go and look there for a secret door.
Mm-hmm.
So we check the obvious places, and then we check the not obvious places. I think that's the
Okay.
play.
Okay. Yeah.
Wirt just
Somehow we're gonna
described
have
how
to
to find
this.
anything ever.
Ada's voice.
You'll find it in the last place you look.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, I guess we're just gonna go wander around again,
Okay.
looking
Find an
for.
outdoor root cellar.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you're checking obvious places first and then not obvious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I.e., first a cellar,
Okay.
then an outhouse with
Okay.
like hinges on the bottom, so like the whole thing tilts over, and there's now a
Ooh,
stairway down
yeah,
instead
yeah,
of
yeah.
a whole latrine.
Oh, you
And
should open
then
up a demon consulting business.
yeah, right.
Okay. Well, let's start
Yeah.
with obvious. We'll do perception ob 2.
Okay.
You sure you
Ragaire, are you
got
helping?
this? You sure?
Yeah, I mean, I just you got nice eyes. It'd be good if you
I
could
mean,
help me.
okay. Yeah, I guess I can. Sure. I'll
What
help.
is happening?
Great. I have 6 perception, so
Ooh,
Yeah,
so that's
2
help of
die.
2.
Mhm.
Base ob 2.
Nice.
Smashing success.
So you find an outhouse, no hinges. You do find a stable. You do find a trapdoor under the straw in the stable, but there's just like a getaway bag hidden there, and it's
Mhm.
not like a whole room. And then checking the obvious places, there is a like where the wagon tracks go, there is like a door down to the cellar, like almost, and it has like a thick iron lock on it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Do you think we should go in? We
I think it's
found a
strange
door.
that they would lock a cellar. So I think we need to find a way to get in here. The lock is sturdy. Is the method by which the lock is connected to the door sturdy?
Yeah, probably. It looks like this lock is locking like an iron bar. Like it looks like it was not just a lock put on the door, but like a whole apparatus was put on the door to
This is
lock it.
thoughtfully designed to be more than just keep honest people out. Okay.
Right.
So we need a way to pick locks. Ragaire,
Hmm.
you have slight and dexterous hands. Are you good at picking locks?
On a good day. Picking locks, destroying locks.
I mean, 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
Yeah. Sure. I'll try.
That would be a great help. Really.
Why don't you just pray to the lady?
I'm gonna give
I'm getting
Ragaire a blessing.
I'm getting a message. No. You're giving me a blessing. Okay. Great. Yeah, because I don't look confident.
No.
Picking
you don't.
locks is. Do you have a skill for lock picking, or are we just gonna do agility?
Absolutely not.
I think we'll just do agility. That makes the most sense, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So
Out of
plus
the
1d
stats.
to agility. Success.
Cool. +1. Nice.
Yeah, we'll call it. We'll call this an ob 5 agility. Pick this lock. It is a well-crafted lock, and like it's not just utilitarian. Like it looks fancy. There's like gold leaf on it. Like it is a
Sean,
lock.
my illegal. Can I do it carefully, Master? Can I do it carefully?
You have all the time in the world.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, it's for Odelia. Uh, and I take that plus. I'll do it carefully, and I'll take that +1. And you said ob 5.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yikes.
I knew I should never have tried this. Kick door in frustration.
So you are picking this lock. And then you are like, this isn't gonna work, and you go to give up, but like your muscles are like clenched onto the thing and you can't seem to let go.
Brother Wirt.
Yes. You're doing great, kid.
I'm stuck.
Well,
Not
your
sure
tools
if
are
this-
stuck?
Can't move my hands.
Like it won't turn.
Like I'm can't. I mean, I could be wrong about this, but
Just gonna grab Ragaire's forearms and just kind of like yank a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You rattle the lock as Ragaire's still holding onto it.
Ragaire, you have to let go.
I can't let go.
You look at Ragaire's arm and his hand is like clenched. Like you can see the tendons and the muscles as he's holding onto this. What appears to be deer life.
Well, that's concerning.
Yeah.
We'll say it's just one arm, not both. Just one arm is attached to this. Yes?
Can I sing Air of Gates?
You don't need your hand to sing Air of Gates.
No. What lies beyond this door?
Let's find
so fun.
obs. Oh, okay. Um,
Is it a hovel?
It's totally a hovel.
Cult
no.
headquarters are always a hovel. You don't keep those
We'll
in nice
say-
places.
I think we called the Duchess's house a great hall, so this isn't that nice. So this is we'll call it like a house door. So 3.
Ob 3.
Is it like a door or like a trap door?
It's a door, like
Okay.
yeah.
While they're doing this,
will-
I'm like, we left them outside for long enough. Let's just check. Oh, of course they're failing.
They're on the back, so that you can't
You
see
can't
them.
see us.
Yeah.
You can't see us failing.
The lock's not right below. They don't get to just look up and see you.
Okay. Can I also sing carefully?
Probably.
Takes longer.
Sure. Let's say it's for real. You said Ob 3?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so I just sing really slow under my
Mhm.
breath. Really make sure I enunciate all of the words. And summon the spirit of the door.
Nice. Yes.
Nice. So this grandfatherly face appears on the door, and you see just the slightest glance down at your stuck hand.
What lies beyond?
It says, abundance, graves, and an abundance of graves.
Great.
Mm.
Can you let go of my hands now, please?
Looks back down at your hand and then fades back into the door.
Just like Homer into the shrubs.
See, just like
Well,
Okay. So, abundance of graves, that sounds great, but also abundance. Checks out. Okay. Do I think that there is a magical curse on this lock? Or is it somehow haunted and possessed by a demon?
Are those not the same thing?
I love these questions.
I would say no. Like, if somebody put a glue spell on the lock versus the lock is demonic and is holding on to somebody because it's a
is
mimic
there
lock.
a being inside of the lock?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Do you want me to give you that knowledge, or do you want to test for that knowledge?
Well,
I think demonology
the implication is testing, yes.
Yes, I think demonology counts. We will say that is going to be identifying spirit activity as opposed to magic or a prank. Op 1.
Thank God.
Oh,
Thank God.
Where are girls when you need them?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. So you are fairly certain that this is not a possessed lock because it's not really grabbing Ragaire. It's like Ragaire is grabbing it. And you
Ragaire is
have
the demon.
further confirmation of like you can see like, I don't know, maybe like blood starting to drip out of Ragaire's grip as he's like cutting himself with how hard it is, and it looks like he's going to like hurt himself.
Mm-hmm.
I love this for me.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to do that thing or
You can
like
just chop off your
Ragaire's-
hand.
Ragaire's arm is out like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to like grab Ragaire's elbow and like tickle the tendons
Ooh.
and like try and manipulate the muscles through that.
Tendon tickling.
Okay.
Ob 2.
What are you gonna use for that?
Bloodletting?
Sounds like
Oh, no.
surgery.
Yeah,
I
I don't
think
know. I don't have anything directly applicable.
You
Do
don't
you
have
have
bloodletting?
anatomy?
I'm
Oh,
opening
anatomy
bloodletting.
would be good.
Oh, do you
yeah.
have anatomy?
I'm opening anatomy.
Oh.
Oh, perfect. Anatomy is superficial human anatomy. Ob
Better be 1.
2.
You got it.
You
You
can
got
spend a
it.
fate to get an extra dice.
Yeah.
I can. It's gonna get me so far. I'm gonna pray for anatomy knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start with that
This is
first.
when you win a dice.
Yeah.
Ragaire can help
Mhm.
still.
Yeah,
It
tell
does
me
have
if
a free
I'm
hand.
tell me if I'm tickling the wrong nerves.
Okay.
Okay, faith is good. Plus 1d.
okay. You said I can help. I mean, I have apothecary skills. That would,
Don't you have
I'm
brawling?
opening this, right? So it's technically I'm rolling the
Oh.
stat.
yeah.
So you have to help with another stat.
Oh yeah. Which is actually better.
Perception?
But...
Can I
Yeah,
be
it
like,
always
oh,
seems better to go that way.
Mm-hmm.
can I be like perception? Like I can feel which muscles it's tensing, and I can say like to the left, or like a little bit to the right, kind of a thing.
Yeah. Yes, and then yes, that makes sense.
And I could like point with my other hand.
So is that 1 die or 2 for perception? 2. Base ob 2. Yes!
Yeah,
Oh
so
my
good.
goodness.
I hit bloodletting, but anatomy is the same.
Perfect. So,
My tendons be tickled.
yeah, and Ragaire sort of, you notice this part of your perception, Ragaire. You see there's like a thin sheen on the outside of this lock that you didn't notice before, but it seems
Mm.
like there's like an oil or like a resin on this lock.
Mm.
And so and it just happened to be like the hand that you grabbed it with was the one that like started to spasm. And so you are able to sort of piece together that it's something like is causing your muscles to do that. Not like you're not like magically attached to the lock. And so the two of you sort of piece together and like try to relax his arm and like I don't know, you sing relax yourself and eventually are able to like pry your hand off and your hand is still clenched, but you're like maybe some of your blood helped slip off of it
Yeah.
and you're no
Can
longer
I like
attached to
rub
it.
it in the snow a little bit to try and like wash a little bit more
There's no
off of it?
snow.
Ugh, gosh damn it, there's this warm place. Like, can I dip it in the lake that's right there
Yeah. Yeah.
and wash it off as
Yes.
best I can?
You can feel it lessening, but it is still there for the time being. We'll say until like morning.
So some kind of numbing jellyfish stinger ooze.
Yeah.
Fun.
Would not recommend.
But that means they really don't want people to get in here.
Yeah,
I think we should report this back
Yeah, let's
to the lasses upstairs.
we gotta scurry back.
Okay, while that was happening, inside, are you guys doing anything?
Ada, if you tell me not to kill her, I will not. I will not. I will listen to you. But I really think it's our best path forward.
What?
No, we're not killing this old woman.
Why not?
We don't need to. You can't just kill everyone you want just because you have strange powers,
Rituals.
strange rituals.
Why not?
With great power comes great responsibility. I think my uncle told me that one.
I don't have an uncle, so I don't have responsibility.
Your whole thing is you were going to go look for your uncle.
He doesn't exist.
That's beside the point.
That was old Hazel. This is new Hazel.
Hazel,
Delia doesn't have an
we
uncle.
only punish people who have done evil deeds. And if we don't know for sure that they've done evil, then there's no reason to punish them. She's annoying. She's rude even, maybe. But she has not been evil to us
Yet. So if I get her to be evil,
yet.
then I can kill her.
It's called coercion. But I will say tentatively, maybe.
Okay. I'll take that under consideration.
I think we go with the chamber pot distraction idea.
I mean, we can try it.
I'll see if I can sneak downstairs. I'll check in with the other two and see if they found anything useful.
Probably need to put something in the chamber pot.
Roll fort.
Lower is better.
I think we have the power to evacuate our bowels.
Hmm.
Usually, a chamber pot is covered, or it's especially in nicer places, so someone won't necessarily look inside. But if
Okay.
you need to go, by all
No.
means. Okay. You need to ring the bell.
Okay.
I'll probably need some help
Yep.
getting her to believe us,
No problem.
but I'll take the lead.
You got it.
Ding, 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 ding. It's just the faintest little, like almost ghostly sounding bell. It's too. Yeah, it's just too much.
Too quiet. Okay.
It's too quiet. It's too. It's not unnaturally quiet. It's just like.
Uses
like
an evil bell. Okay, time to kill her.
No, it's just like it's just a chime. It'd be like really annoying to hear ever. It's almost too happy and too sad at the same time. And you ring it, and then like, did you need anything?
How fast does she come?
Not unnaturally fast.
But
Like
not like instant.
no,
Okay.
it's probably like a minute.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Did you need anything?
Hello. Yes, we just need one more thing. Bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm so sorry. If you could, I need to get out, and I need to. Sorry, I don't like to say this too loudly around my lady, but I need to take out the chamber pot for the night.
Okay.
And-
Yes. And you hear the lock unlock.
Mhm.
Opens the door.
She opens the door. Oh, thank you. And I would just like to ask a small favor. You know, my lady is a young woman in full bloom, and it's her time of the cycle. That's why I really needed to go out and unfortunately take care of some things. I think there's some medicine I can get from some of the herbs outside, but would you mind keeping her company? She misses her grandmother dearly.
Yeah, sure. I would be so happy to keep the lady company.
I know you would be happy to keep the lady company.
Shouldn't you be doing something? You
Yes,
said you
you're
had
in
to.
my
Now
w-
go.
You're in my way still.
She steps aside.
I'm gonna quietly try and lock the door behind them.
She has the key.
She has the key.
It's not like a
Oh.
lock on the door. It's like a
Ugh.
key.
I while the door is open and
It was
she's
a good
walking
dream.
towards Hazel, I look at Hazel and I'm like, get the key. Get the key. And I'm like trying to point to wherever her keys are.
What do you want from me?
Get her keys. What? At some point?
Okay.
And then I close the door. Yeah, I'll be back soon.
She sits down on the bed. She said, I never had any children or grandchildren, but I can play the part if you demand it
I
of me."
wonder why.
It's because all the men are dead.
Not a matronly bone in that body.
Now, would you like to do some reading?
I would like to do you to do some reading. That's what my maid usually does is read me a story and she does the voices for the
Yeah, yeah.
characters.
Okay, okay. So she opens the book, and it's like a substantial history of the empire. Is the title of the
Not
book.
definitive, but at least substantial.
A chunky history of the
It
empire.
says the first written records of the kingdom, and she starts reading at the very
Perfect.
beginning. It is dry.
Yeah, I'm gonna fall asleep, probably.
Make her fall
Perfect.
asleep.
Make her fall asleep?
Abby said, "I'm falling asleep," and then Sean said, "Make her fall asleep."
Look, Sean, she can either be for sleep forever or I can be asleep. Which would you like?
You are a one-trick pony.
No. All my tricks just do the same thing.
Except for that other trick that didn't work.
Except for that
Except for
other trick
two
that
other
didn't work,
tricks.
and also yes.
Okay, Sean, you're out.
Okay. I'm out. I'm free. I will go downstairs once again, resume my search. Try to
Mhm.
be a little faster this time.
Yeah.
Can I roll perception?
Yeah, and what are you looking for?
Looking for something suspicious.
Okay.
And entry, like any hidden entryways. I'm looking for like I'm gonna like try and go over the books and the sconces to see if there's any secret levers, like
Yeah.
mechanisms, and then I will. Yeah, that's basically what I'm looking for.
Okay. We'll do ob for perception.
4. Ob 4. Do I want to use a persona? I don't want to. I use one persona. Oh,
Nice.
Nice. So you find there's no stairs down. You're walking around, and you can like in some bits, like maybe you're like paying close attention to the floor. You can tell that there's something under the floor, like there's room under the floor. Um,
oh,
but it is like a
like
stone.
directly under the wood flooring.
It's a stone floor.
Oh, it's a stone.
But you just like you get down and you tap and like it doesn't. It's not like a thin like you don't hear it reverberating, but it doesn't sound like it's just stone on ground.
Right.
You notice that there is. Hazel described a very large feast, like at dinner. There's not food in the pantry.
Oh, great.
There's like some
Okay.
sweets in the kitchen, but there's no like. You would need a lot of things to make that feast that Hazel described, and there's not that.
Okay.
You do not find any like obvious like I'll pull the sconce and the floor opens up. I think you can tell that like there's something under the floor, and you sort of suss out that it has to be an entrance from the outside. And you sort of like look outside, and then you see
Yeah.
the door situation that is happening outside.
Okay. I heave a big sigh and I go walk outside. And they've freed themselves?
Yeah, they're free by the time you get down there.
Okay. How's it going?
Oh, Ada, thank goodness. Okay, so we found a lock
You
that
found a lock.
yes, clearly somebody
And you couldn't open it?
no.
God. Okay.
But I talked to the door.
But
One hand is not working.
I'm not even gonna ask.
Talked to the
Okay.
door, and he said that beyond this door there's an abundance of graves.
Was it abundance, comma, graves, comma, and an abundance of graves?
yes.
Yes, which is what
Yes.
I don't understand what the second
No.
graves is.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
Don't
the
touch
lock
that
on the door-
doorknob.
Let me just look at this lock.
Okay, don't touch it. If you do touch it, put on gloves.
Yeah,
It's covered-
Ada's not listening to them.
It's covered in some
Ada
kind
just
of
looks
oil,
at it.
or
She gets her hammer out and kind of like clanks on it a little bit with the hammer. I would like to suss out this lock. Somehow. I'm
Hmm.
wondering if locksmith is a skill. It is.
Almost certainly.
It is a skill.
Tend and tickling really should
Oh,
have been a skill.
lockpick is a skill. It's just called
Yes.
lockpick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're both skills, yeah.
I don't pick locks. It's fine.
A locksmith can build locks as well as disarm those that happen to be that they happen upon in their travels.
Oh, it includes the knowledge and ability of lockpick. That's cool. Anyways, I don't really want to like. Well, I do want. I want to know information about this, so I can either do it through locksmith, or I could. I was thinking blacksmithing, since this is iron.
I guess I mean they would give you a different information, I think.
Okay, perfect. Well, the information I want to know is where it's weak. I want to
Okay.
break it, and I want to know the best way to break it. Which I would say is blacksmithing, because I don't care about the mechanism of it. I
Mhm.
care about like the material and the.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, I
fair.
do care a little bit about the construction, but
So complex tools are ob 5. You're not making them, so it's not going to be ob 5. I think it will be say ob. Or is 4 too much?
is 4 too much? I don't know. So see, that's on you to figure out.
Trying to think. To determine, yeah, it is a very well made lock. Like you can look at this and you're like, damn, that's a good lock. Like
Yeah. Oh, for
we'll say
sure.
so we'll say ob 4
Okay.
to, or we'll say ob 3 to figure out its weak spot, and then actually breaking it will be harder.
Ob 3. Okay, I want to fork in mending, because I know how to make things and break things. I know how to fix things. And if you know how to fix it, you know how it can break.
Sure.
And I want to do it carefully.
Mhm.
Let's see. I'm going to argue that I can use geometric for this, because I'm making internal calculations about the construction, the size, the shape, potential weak points during its construction, measuring out where I'll need to hit it with what amount of force.
Fine. So you did say, I don't care how it works, I just want to break it.
I don't care how it works in the fact that I don't want to get through it using the way that it works. I don't
Sure.
care how the pins work.
She's got a whole like physics force diagram in her.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently.
That's what a blacksmith has to do. They just do it often. You know, you have to use both intuition and maths. Okay, so that was 3 things. Yeah, we'll leave that. Face obstacle 3.
Nice.
Just barely.
Yeah. So you identify like the smallest, like we'll say, imperfection in the metal. It is, like I said, a very well crafted lock. There's like steel, but it's the outside is actually like silver and gold, and then the steel on the inside. So you're like trying to figure out where the
Mhm,
steel, and you find just a little bit of imperfection that you think is a weak spot.
mhm. Okay, perfect. Well, it's a pretty damn good lock, but there's one weak spot that I think I can take advantage of.
Okay, you can do it.
Oh, I know I can do it. With that surety in mind, what would be the difficulty? I'm assuming I can use power.
Power. So I think I said 5 for you, Sarah. It's going to be the same You can just use
Okay,
different skills to do it. So this will still be 5 power.
it's a 5 power. Okay, 5. I'm power of 6.
That's more than 5.
You got 2
That
deeds.
is more than 5.
You want gray shade
2
power?
deeds.
Do I want? I mean, shade shifting power would be cool. It's pretty valuable. Uh, yeah, sure. Why not? I don't know, but I have such a funny thing. Okay, that I do want to do. So Ada is like contemplating this,
Mhm,
and she looks at Wirt first, and she's
mhm.
thinking really hard.
Mhm.
And she shakes her head. She's like, no. Okay. And then she looks at Ragaire. She looks at Ragaire and she's like, shakes her head again, like, I don't think they can do the job. But then she looks at your clenched fist and she says, I need your hand, Ragaire. She takes out a chisel and she's gonna wedge the chisel into Ragaire's fist. And she's gonna say, I need you to hold this as steady as you can at this exact point while I
I don't know,
hammer
Ada.
Oh,
I don't know if
with
this is
all
a
my
good
might.
idea.
I don't trust you to do it,
Me neither.
but I need you to. Because I need both hands for this hammer swing. If you move, I'm
You
gonna
are
crush
hitting
your
me with a
hand
hammer.
and this lock.
Okay.
All right.
So Rhaegar, you can help with probably, I would say either will or agility.
Let's do Will.
Okay. You're just closing your eyes and trusting.
Trust fall, yay!
Ada's
You get
not
2.
trusting,
You
but
get 2 for my Will.
I get 2. Nice. Okay, I will do this carefully. Um, and I'll use. Should I use 1 or 2 persona? I'll use 2 persona. Based on 5. Whew.
Whoa.
All those
Nice.
6s. Can I get anything
Thank
from
God.
re-rolling this?
I'm re-rolling them. What are you looking for?
I know exactly what I'm looking for. Instead of it being a really loud bang, I'm
Mhm.
looking for have gotten it exactly right. That it's just like chink, and it sort
Okay.
of like unlocks and
say-
falls off.
We'll say you need 2 more successes for that.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that was bad luck.
That
So,
was bad luck.
Ragaire, you're there. Ada like taps it a couple times with her hammer, and she's like,
Close my
Mhm.
eyes.
She looks at it, and then like she doesn't even do a warm. She just swings wildly, and like hits the.
She doesn't swing wildly.
This
No,
is
she just like looks, and then she just like not even like doing like
Yeah,
okay,
no
yeah,
practice.
Oh
right
no
there,
no
yeah.
no no
But
no
she
no!
just
She doesn't do that.
slams it, yeah. It just cuts clean through the lock, and then like embeds a little in the door, and like the chisel is like ringing and like it was vibrating. So the lock, you went through it silently, but then the chisel's like a dong, like a. Your hand is like
Like, my hand just is like shaken off from the reverb.
yeah. But
Does the
the
door
lock
swing
then
open?
falls to the ground.
Okay, perfect. Um. Okay. Let's get this open and see what's behind this dumb cellar.
You should probably go first.
Hazel is stuck with that old woman.
not for long, probably.
Is there a way to save her from this fate?
Save the woman?
Save Hazel and thus save the woman. If Ada's not there to stop you, then she's already done the most that she could.
I mean,
Hang on.
a big old sound just happened, so she might be on her way anyway.
Hmm. We'll see.
That's fine. That's even better. Okay. Ada goes inside.
Okay, you open the door. You are hit in the face with the smell of just heavenly food. Just, it smells like your grandma's house when she was baking bread, and like also like, I don't know, a big holiday. Just any, like, all good memory of food just hits you. And then, like, for the briefest of moments, it turns putrid and it smells like death and decay. And then it's back to grandma's house.
Well, that was about what we expected.
Yeah.
And it just sort of, the stairs just go down and it's dark.
So we didn't see anything. It's just like this stairwell smells like grandma's
Hmm.
house. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Ada grabs her torch. I'm sure I have a torch or a lantern or something.
A candle.
A candle, whatever. Anything works. And descends.
Okay. Who's all going with her?
My tippy toe after her.
I mean, do we go and get Hazel for this?
Hazel's fine. We'll be back up in a sec. We just need to see what's down here at the very least.
She said
All right.
all we
let's
had
go.
to do was yell.
That's true.
So, you guys go down these stairs. Your little candle is lighting up the way. You get like to the floor of this room, and like your candlelight is extending beyond. Um, as your eyes adjust, and the little bit of candlelight shows you what's in this room. It is awful. It is like just sort of like the whole foundation of this room or house is one big room. There's probably 3 feet deep of like bodies just covering the floor, just like mangled piles of all of the men. But like at the far end, you see a woman like tied to a pole and like gagged, and she's like she hasn't noticed you, but she's covered in like cuts that look purposeful, and like there's like little bowls of like her blood all around, and from like the area next to her you can just start to see like food coming up from the bodies. Like it seems like wherever the blood
Humans
is
are real
touching,
weird.
there's just like a loaf of bread, like oh, a whole bushel of carrots, just like oh, an entire roasted pig, like just food is randomly popping up from these horrible bodies. And like then you hear the woman, she sort of stirs and screams. You hear that what you heard earlier as she notices you. We'll call it there for the night.
Oh,
Of course.
Dear God.
What is with this campaign and food?
Truly.
I mean,
Demons and food.
Demons and food.
You know exactly what Logan would do if he was a demon. Some food-related
Food.
horror.
Food related horror. Yeah.
Or be Duchess from
Oh,
What's in the Jar.
that would do. Okay, Sarah, what's next week?
Oh my gosh, what is next week? It is Happy
Real
Times in
horror.
Sweden.
I don't
What?
even remember what happened, but it was horror.
Always horror.
It was not horror. It was like calm down from the horror. We're gonna put. What did y'all do? You put Elizabeth in a
We
nuclear
left
bunker.
a woman in a basement with nothing except food. No
Much
light.
the same like
But her
what this demon
tattoo
has done.
glowed. And that means she cannot be stopped.
And we're gonna find Sean's brother the building.
Oh yeah, she glowed, and then y'all are looking for Michael. You went to
We're
the
looking for
arcade.
Michael's address.
You try.
You were communicating with him through Morse code.
Yeah,
through
someone
Morse
should have done
code
that
in the
episode
pinball
1.
machine.
Who knew that Morse code was the universal language with buildings?
Yeah.
I
Sounds
mean,
related to
or
a building.
computers.
Isn't
You
that
used to think
embarrassing?
he was a computer. It's just Morse code is just like O's
The
and
computer building.
ones.
It's
Yeah.
a server. He's a server now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Nothing big happened. So relaxing. Very easy. Yeah. So next time, it's sure to be more of that.
Perfect. We'll tune in for that. We're gonna do Arza off
Do
screen.
we want to put Connor really on the spot and play Connor's
oh,
birthday
sweet
game?
Oh,
Jesus.
Actually, yeah, that's a really good idea.
Play the game.
Okay.
Play the game. Play
So
the game.
the 3 of them minus Connor have secret instincts that I have given all of them that were supposed to really play up tonight. And Connor did not know about that until about halfway through the season or for the session. And now he gets to guess what each of their secret what I call them, secret bonus instincts were. And he and they get a persona if he guesses them right. So it's on him to notice and on them to have really played it up.
Okay, so the question is, they all have different, distinct secret instincts, yes? Or did Sarah misinterpret and branch off into a separate direction?
She may have, but
that's not
do
information.
not know in either direction.
You don't know in either
Because
direction.
we don't know either.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
know.
they also all
one.
don't know what the others
others are. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see. Okay, that's
So
great.
we only know what ours are.
There was no
Well,
collusion.
Let me open with, I thought Hazel's was at first, I can do everything better than everyone else.
Okay.
Then I narrowed it down to I can do everything better than men.
Uh-huh.
And then I changed that to instinct being women are better than men. Sean, for
Okay.
Ada, I put I said Wirt is worthless and cannot be trusted, and amended that to men are worthless and cannot be trusted. And Ragaire, I have everyone else can do everything better than me.
Oh, that's good.
So I think Sean's was the closest.
Yours
Sean,
is
Yeah.
you were basically on the money for mine.
what is your secret instinct, Sean?
My secret instinct was that all men cannot be trusted, basically. I can't
Perfect.
remember. I don't think I put your exact wording down.
It was
That's-
probably
I
the
thought
same
it-
as mine.
Yes.
Oh, I mistrust all men.
Yeah.
Mistrust all men. So you definitely got that for Sean. What did you say it was Abby's?
The one that I settled on was women
Uh-huh.
are better than men. But before that I can do everything better than men.
Yeah, I mean that's same vibe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yes.
And that's why I was like, are they different? Are they
Mhm.
somehow distinct? And I'm
Yeah, I
looking
had
for
a feeling
nuances
ours were
here.
the same.
And
Yeah.
we said Sarah's everyone can do things better than I can.
Everyone else
That's
can do
not
everything better
too
than
far
me.
off.
Yeah, what is your secret one?
I cannot trust the deeds of men, myself included.
Okay.
And how did you interpret that at the beginning?
So, because Ragaire is an elf, I thought deeds of men being humans.
Human.
Mhm.
And
So
so
if
I
you'll
was like,
recall,
That would've
when you
made
all
sense, too.
arrived back into the thing
flower
as a
said that?
flower.
Yes.
Yeah, and she said she was like, "Why should we do that?" And then she's like, "Oh, the flower said it. Okay, we should do it."
Yeah.
I
That's
was like,
because-
I don't care what you have to say. I care.
Sarah was interpreting it true to the Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Man,
Yeah.
world's man.
Yes.
The
I
age
was.
of men.
And then I noticed what everybody else was doing, and I said, "Crap."
Yep.
And then I messaged Logan, and I said, "Crap." I
Hmm.
didn't know. And
You
then I
recovered.
got
That was
back on
good.
track.
Yeah, it was a good recovery.
So we'll say that was perfect across the board. So each of you
Wow.
get one persona, and Connor gets 3.
I know, that's
Hey,
great for Connor.
Big winner.
You can finally win
I'll
a big belief with
succeed on
that
a
one.
Faith roll.
A big faith roll. Except you can
Perfect.
only use a max of 3 at a time. So
Yeah, what a convenient amount. Okay, we will do the rest of the Artha off camera then. And I can have an excuse to be more stringent with herding out persona because Connor just got 3.
Mhm.
So we will see you next week for Thanks from the Fud. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye bye.